Glad to have you with us in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the Temple Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Chanticleers kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down, Temple. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Using his feet. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chase. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
The kick is on its way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. Looking downfield, it's Barber. Flips it out to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The Owls will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Temple! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Central Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Right back to it. Picks up the first down. Could be an alley. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's English. Inside the 45. At the 30. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown. Chanticleer. He got loose and it was lights out after that. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Smith. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll run the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Breaks the tackle.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Smith's got it.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Jumped on top of the pile. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Completes it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes his man miss. Oh, he broke out another move. He's loose down the left side. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed. And that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Coastal. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Tempo lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Barber. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, shot to clear.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point is good. And And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's Bermudez. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Turning it on. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense changing the play. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They're working that left side. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. He splits the uprights. Good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give from the gun. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a man. It's Barber. Under fire. And it's a sack. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. He's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Barber. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. On target. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up. Play aggressive. Try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Going for 6. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the tight end outside. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play.
Takes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown Owls! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He makes the catch for the two, and now they're down by just a field goal. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the two. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They go to the draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go, ready. One, hey, take it.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Barber. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Creates a little space. Might have a chance. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And the Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Get it out on the screen. Makes a man miss. Makes the catch, and he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working on the right. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Great place to start for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Barber. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss.
I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Line is set on 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The shot that clears decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bermudez. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Team.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. On the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And the shot that clears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might...
And that ball is live in the backfield. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. There's some room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
Number 95 in punt formation to kick it away.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze. Where do I need to get a little bit better? But plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.